New details emerging out of Pennsylvania in the shocking arson attack at Governor Josh Shapiro's residence over the weekend. A judge denying bail for the man accused of firebombing the governor's home around 2 a.m. Sunday morning while Shapiro and his family were asleep inside. The suspect, Cody Balmer, appearing in court where a judge charged him with attempted homicide, terrorism, and aggravated arson.
Police say Balmer admitted to planning to attack Shapiro with a small hammer if he had encountered him during the break-in.
Balmer later turning himself into police after confessing to this and to his former partner and asking her to call police. And during the court appearance, Balmer telling the judge he was an unemployed welder with a lot of children and no savings. So a lot to get to here. Joining us now to discuss is Pennsylvania State Attorney General Dave Sunday. AG Sunday, good to see you. Thanks so much for coming on. Just your quick reaction here. Bail denied for this suspect?
That's correct. Bail was denied for him based on obviously the charges and the seriousness of the charges and the potential impact on the community. So yes, so he's in jail.
And that's something obviously you agree with. This is what should have happened for this man.
Oh, absolutely. One of the abilities we have here in Pennsylvania is to argue that there's no set of circumstances that could put the community in a position to keep them safe based on an individual's alleged acts. And that's something that the district attorney argued, and thankfully the court ruled in their favor. And so he is in prison where he can't harm the community any further.
Yeah, it was devastating what this man was capable of doing, right? Setting a governor's home on fire. They had just celebrated the Passover Seder, and I know publicly posted that online too. The Shapiro family are Jewish with their faith, and they are proud of that as well and share that publicly.
Absolutely.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I was going to say, it's absolutely frightening. I mean, I know that as an attorney general, I mean, I have a family and I have a young son. And I know how scary it is to even think of something like that. So, my heart, my prayers go out to the Shapiro family and every part of that family and everyone that was there that night, because I know, as being a longtime career prosecutor, the trauma on victims when things like this happen.
Sure. And again, the photos really, really devastating here, totally destructive, and could have been really bad had someone been in that area. Thankfully, the family was safe and they were able to evacuate with assistance from troopers. Court documents, though, showed the suspect has a history of domestic violence issues, including a pending case where he allegedly assaulted a partner and children. He was out on unsecured bail at the time of the attack. Could you speak to that, and also how this sort of shapes your case against the suspect so the governor and really residents of Pennsylvania can have justice?
So a couple points I want to make. The first is that the district attorney in Dauphin County, Fran Chardo, is the lead investigator in this case, along with the Pennsylvania State Police. And so to that point, I have to be very careful about things I say with regard to the defendant's criminal history, his criminal record. We want to make sure that we're in a position that he can be prosecuted appropriately and in accordance with his due process rights. And so that's something I can't comment on right now. But what I will say is that, there's been a lot of public reporting about potential mental health issues, not just in this case, but in other crimes of violence we see. And I think that's something we need to talk about.
I want to ask you about potential upcharges on this. There is obviously those that believe this was motivated politically. He stated he hated the governor. And then there are others that believe that could this have been religiously motivated, targeted because he was Jewish. Would there be any look at potential hate crimes, or is there any investigation moving towards that?
So without, I can't divulge
Sure.
parts of this investigation, but what I can say is that right now, the Pennsylvania State Police, who are leading this, they are looking at every single thing humanly possible with regard to this defendant. They're obviously investigating, turning over every rock to look and see if there's a potential motive, if there's any more information with regard to his intent. We have to remember that this investigation is still very, very fresh. And in today's world, obviously, it's more than just looking at a person and speaking with them. Investigations include going through social media, going through potential electronic devices and everything that comes with that. And so I have no doubt that if the Pennsylvania State Police uncover information that would lead to any inferences of that nature, then that's something that will certainly be discussed in the near future.
And in the immediate future, AG, can you reassure our viewers that the governor will be safe? Are there extra safety measures put in place?
I can tell you right now, I'm a career prosecutor, so I was a DA before I became an AG, and I've worked with the Pennsylvania State Police throughout the entirety of my career. And I can tell you that there is no one more upset than the Shapiro family, than the Pennsylvania State Police that this happened. And I can guarantee Pennsylvanians that the Pennsylvania State Police are going to do everything within their power to make sure that the governor and all Pennsylvanians remain safe.
Yeah, thankful that no one was injured there. This could have really, really turned out horrifically. Attorney General Sunday, thank you for your time, sir. We do appreciate that.
Thank you for having me. Have a wonderful day.